How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to some more ARK news, and this week we've got quite a bit to cover. So, in Crunch 478, we've got the Lost Colony, if I can talk, teaser, extra life update, and more. So, this week, the team is focused on bringing Valguero Ascended across the finish line and into your hands. In the meantime, enjoy a glimpse at the epic Lost Colony story cinematic brought to life by MAPPA, the renowned studio behind some of anime's most striking worlds. So yeah, this is just a screenshot. We don't get an actual video to watch, which is kind of a bummer. I mean, it's cool that we get to see what it's gonna look like, but at the same time, we don't even get a little snippet, but I can see why they said no to a snippet because of spoilers, but at the same time, you want to see a video. But yeah, this is just a frame of what the cinematics are going to look like, just so we can get an idea of what to look forward in December. Now, they have given a release date of 12/16, December 16, 2025. Now that, let me pull that up on my calendar. That is when, I believe, Extinction was supposed to come out last year, and it got pushed back. So hopefully this year they'll be able to deliver. Now, here's the... Okay, so the 16th, here's the good news and the bad news. Good news is that the 16th is 9 days before Christmas Day, 8 days before Christmas Eve. Bad news is that Hanukkah begins the sunset before. So it's going to be released at the beginning of Hanukkah. We don't know how many people are going to be taking off for Hanukkah, so we'll just have to see. Normally Hanukkah's in early December. I remember last year was so unusual. It began at the very end of December, so that was really unusual for Hanukkah. But yeah, I was expecting it to be December 8th of this year, but no, Hanukkah begins sunset on December 15th. So long story short, the first full day of Hanukkah is December 16th. It's a Tuesday, so we don't know if that holiday is going to have any influence over the release date. It may not. We'll just have to see. But yeah, we'll just have to have a little patience if it does, because we are going to expect them to release it that week. At least we're going to expect it. So hopefully Wildcard was thinking about Hanukkah when they posted this release date. We'll see. But I don't know how big of an impact that will have on the studio. We have no idea how big of an impact that'll have. So, will it come out on the 16th? Probably not. It'll probably end up being a day late, as usual. But the 16th is their goal. So, we know that now. Okay. So, it's going to be pretty close to winter break. And last year we were, kind of, in full clutch mode, in full butt clenching mode. Not clutch, clench. You're full butt clenching. Because we had no idea whether Extinction is going to make it out. It did not make it out in time, but did make it out before winter break. So, but yeah, a lot of people were not satisfied because winter break came about. Extinction had its fair share of bugs. Everyone was on break, so everyone was like, great, we have to wait for break to end before we get these bugs fixed, yada yada yada. And this being a brand new map, we have no idea what kind of bugs to expect, so we'll just have to wait and see. But I think that's pretty much all I have to say about Lost Colony in the interim. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have right now. Moving on to Extra Life. They reemphasized that, you know, they can't do live stream because of Lost Colony. For every 30,000 raised, the community will unlock a Dino TLC pass to be released throughout 2026. So I'm guessing one every quarter is probably how they're going to do it. They'll do one TLC in the first quarter, the second quarter, so on and so forth. So yeah, up to 4 TLCs can be unlocked at the $120,000 milestone. Now, just an FYI, let me see if they have the chart. They do not have the chart up. And I forgot to put the chart up. But we need $30,000 raised per creature. So if we only get $60,000, only the first and second place creatures will get a TLC. Third and fourth will not get that TLC. You will not get all 4 unless $120,000 is raised. Now, when the major ARK YouTubers begin doing their Extra Life live streams and raising their funds for the Extra Life event, that's when a lot of donations usually start coming in. So we'll see this, but the list has changed quite dramatically. It has changed quite dramatically. So Giga still in first place. It's obvious Giga is definitely going to get a TLC. Hopefully it is not just an aesthetic though. That is what pisses me off about TLCs, if it's just an aesthetic. If you give something a new ability that is useful on PvE and PvP, I'm all for it. But if it is just like a makeover, absolutely not. That just makes me so mad. So yeah, that's just it. Araneo, the spider, went back up to second place, which I'm happy with. Megalosaurus dropped to third place, but still in the top 4, so I'm still happy with that. The Quetz is still holding strong in fourth place. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Thyla still 5th place. Come on, get that Thyla off of this top 10. That Thyla needs to get that red arrow bringing it down. Why is it even still on this list? Gosh almighty, people. Bronto 6th place. Okay. Carno's still in 7th place. Okay. Aloe is on 8th place. It's actually on the list now, and it's at 8th place. So that's interesting. I'm guessing people are expecting a health boost because aloes tend to have really, really crappy health. Melee's not so bad, but the health tends to be horrible when you first tame these things. So, yeah, I can see that as a legitimate reason for a TLC. The Plesiosaur has dropped down to 9th place, and the Pachycephalosaurus, the dome head, is finally on the list. That is awesome. And the best thing of all, Megalodon, the shark, is off the list. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank God. I hate those things. Those things need to... Oh my gosh. I hate those. They are one of the most annoying, probably the most annoying creatures in the sea. I hate them more than the jellyfish and the Electrophorus. I hate them so much. They ruin your tames. They wreck your creatures with that bleed effect. They are just... Oh my gosh. I hate them. I hate them. I want them to go extinct. They've already gone extinct in real life. I want them to go extinct in the game. Oh. Yeah, no. Sharks? Helicoprion. That is a good shark. But Megalodon? No. So, whoever got the Pachy on the list and the shark off the list, thank you so much. So much. Now someone get the Thyla off the list. Someone get that Thyla off the list. Who's getting the Thyla off next? Because I 100% will give you a shout out in one of my videos if you manage to get that Thyla off the list. 110%. If that Thyla goes from 5th place down to however many creatures are on this game, I can't remember the exact number of creatures, but all the way at the bottom of the list of all the creatures, yeah, no. Get that thing off. Yeah. No. Does not need a TLC. It is fine as is. Here's the instructions on how to vote. Here are the creatures that you cannot vote for. And then to accommodate the new launch date of Valguero, we've adjusted the reveal date. So, November 14th is when the first winner will be revealed. November 22nd, second winner. 28th, third. December 4th is the final winner. Because a lot of people who do the Extra Life live streams are probably going to do them on Valguero. So that's probably why they've pushed them back. That's my guess. As to the reason. The event runs from Halloween Day through November 5th or November 10th, and you get taming, breeding, imprinting, experience, and harvesting bonuses. Now, the community creature submission, we have new info. New info I am so happy for. So for once, at least if I can recall, for once they have announced when submissions will open. Now, they have not given a time as to when submissions will open. That is what I want. What time will they open? Are they going to open at midnight? 6 a.m.? 9 a.m.? Noon? When on October 10th are they opening? We know they open on October 10th. When? I want to know if I am going to be fast asleep or if I'm going to be wide awake. So, please give us a time so we know when to post our submissions. So, yeah, I really want to know that. So, Genesis Part 1, as we all know, Ocean trenches, volcanic hellscapes, desolate lunar surfaces, treacherous bogs. Wait, it's only got 4 biomes listed. Are they changing Genesis? It said nothing about the snow biome. Are they getting rid of the snow biome, or they just not put it in? Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. They got rid of the snow biome. Oh. Okay, submissions open October 10th, so next Friday. The entry period ends at 1 p.m. Pacific on October 24th. Sure, you give us a time as to when it ends, but not when it begins. Come on. The voting begins immediately after and ends on November 4th at 1 p.m. The winner will be announced in the crunch of November 7th. So, okay. A little over a month from now, we will know our winner. Please note, the creature will be released for Genesis Part 1, so make sure your real world submission. So many people submit fantasy creatures. You would not believe how many people submit fantasy creatures thinking, oh, my fantasy creature is so cool. They'll cave for it. No. Goes in. I know if I was in charge, I'd be like, I would swipe. I forget which way do you swipe on Tinder to say no? Do you swipe left for no or right for no? I forget what way you swipe on dating apps for no, because I've never been on a dating app. Whatever. I would swipe whatever direction is no. So, real world. Thematically suited to diverse environments. We're blown away by the creativity and passion, and we can't wait to see what wild things you'll unleash this time around. Must be a real world creature that is extinct, and supplemental info is preferred. And then the note. There is the note. So many people ignore this note because, I hope they didn't do this for, they probably did this for Megaraptor, but here's the thing. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. So please pay attention. Proposed features are meant to inspire design. Certain aspects may still be modified. Key example, Shastasaurus. They had to completely redesign the submarine. Completely. 100% redesign the submarine. That's a key thing. Other creatures, if the proposed features aren't too difficult, they won't change them up, but still, if they feel the community is gonna, be like, oh, you didn't do what this person said, blah blah blah, we're not playing your game anymore. There are those entitled people out there in every gaming community. Don't be one of those people, okay? If you vote for a creature and it wins, but they don't go with the special abilities that the submitter, recommended, and you read the official wildcard dossier, and it's like, this is not what I voted for. That happens. Okay? You can't always get what you want. So, please keep that in mind. Everyone forgets this. I could honestly make a video that is probably a 24-hour video. That's nothing but comments of people proving, you know, certain people completely ignored this statement. I could probably make a video that's 24 hours long covering that topic alone. Let's see. LiveOPS, Volcano and Lost City servers open next week. Still issues with the companion mode. So, yeah. They're working on the fix, but of course Valguero takes precedence, so yeah. Bonus rates through the 6th. And then of course our community corner. And the fan art that I can never get enough of. I don't think the fan art will ever get old. Never, 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 never. 3D printed. That is cool. That's so cool. Okay, photo mode. Yeah, photo mode never gets old either. Whoa. That is one crazy base. That should have been entered in the template contest. And if it was and no one voted for it, then wow. That would be my first place. And then jack-o'-lantern base. That's so cool. I love it. But yeah, that's pretty much. I'm gonna leave it right here because the space is so cool. Yeah, that's it for this video. Gosh, it's probably one of the longer videos, but yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.